Hello and welcome to episode 196 of That King Thing, the gaming podcast hosted by us, the King Brothers. I am your host and eldest sibling, Thomas, and I am joined by middle sibling, Joshua.
Hello.
And littlest sibling, James.
Hello.
Look, it works.
What works?
I'm pointing at you both.
He's
on my screen, it looks like I'm pointing at you.
Oh,
right.
right.
Screen, but he's the bigger one.
I'm the bigger one.
I'm with you.
I am the biggest. We are here to talk gaming as per usual, and this week we might actually have a video. Although I said that last week and we had nothing. We had nothing. So
We'll try not to relate to it as much this week, just in case it's not there.
yeah, it took me 30 seconds to point at one of you and pretend that was a thing.
That is, yeah. Stop doing that, Thomas.
Sorry. So we'll start where we always start. What are we up to this week? James, I can see that you're playing a game.
Still.
Yeah.
But it's not FIFA, is it?
No, I'm playing Sea of Thieves.
James is being a pirate.
R.
God damn it.
Come on, James.
R is not on the chat. You know the preset chat? It's a bit annoying, that.
Just press it with your keyboard.
No.
Just press the R key.
It's just annoying that R isn't on here because it's
R.
R ahoy, but there's no R.
Pirates didn't really say R, that's why.
What did they
Interesting
say?
fact for you.
How
They
did
said
They
yes.
said, "G'day, mate." Because all pirates are Australian. In my world, they are anyway. So, what else have you done other than Sea of Thieves that you're currently playing, James?
Not much, to be honest.
Useful.
Just usual FIFA COD, but
What's
yeah,
FIFA
been
called?
playing a
FIFA
fair
COD
bit
would be
of
pretty
Sea of
cool,
Thieves
to be
with
fair.
Is it
that,
fish
so-
playing football?
What?
FIFA card.
I like that. Fish playing football. Soccer.
It's DLC for James's dolphin Echo the Dolphin football thing.
Yeah, that would be quality.
So, how much have you been playing Sea of Thieves? A lot, or just a bit?
I'd say I put about 15 hours in.
What made you play that again?
15 hours.
I don't know. I just fancied to go on it, put it on, and then ended up getting stuck with a guy yesterday that was like a legendary pirate and that, and knew what the fuck he was doing. And he dragged me into all sorts of shit. Like, shit I never thought I'd be doing.
I
Just
still
sailing around on my boat.
I still don't know what I'm doing. I've been playing it for years and I still don't know what I'm doing. Then again, it changes. I don't play it often enough anymore. Although I am actually playing some tomorrow. I have scheduled to play some tomorrow too.
I did a voyage with him, and it got something like 50 grand I got from it.
Mm.
And he was really good. And I literally said to him, look, I don't know if you want to be doing this with me, because I've been playing it for 2 hours. So it's your call.
You're not used to play it. Is this like, are you very, very early doors?
Pretty much, yeah. I played it a little bit. I put like 2 or 3 hours in, but I don't know. There weren't much to do, were there, initially? So,
Well, yeah, it was just like fetch and carry quests, weren't it, really?
yeah.
Or kill quests.
So, like, I knew the basics of like how to sail a boat, what the purpose and stuff was to do. But, yeah. Now I'm...
Well, if there's any
Doing
space
alright
in my
for
thing,
myself.
are you at home tomorrow night?
Ish. I'm at work till about
Ish.
7.
Well, if you end up wanting to play tomorrow and I've got space while I'm streaming, you're more than welcome to join me.
Yeah,
James.
boy! You see how shit I am, it's great.
Don't worry, I'm teaching loads of people. It's fine. So, Torrin might be there as well, you know.
Torrin?
Yeah.
One of the OG Pauls.
What?
Torrin's one of the OG Pauls.
He's not called Paul.
It's Axel the Cadge.
No, it's not.
Torrin? Who's Torrin?
Wow,
He's
that's
called
nice, isn't it?
Paul,
He's a
innit?
Patreon. He's called
Yeah, but he's not-
Torrin,
he's
that's
called-
his name.
Nah, he's called Paul.
Officially renamed by James King.
It's Axel the Cash that's Paul, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, everyone's got so many nicknames, I can't keep up.
They're not nicknames, James. It's just a
They're
username
just
for
the gamer
stuff.
tags and stuff and the
That's,
PSN names and whatever.
that's what I mean. Just tell me your real name and stop chatting shit.
Says Kingy.
Yeah, but that's my name!
He has got a point, just to be fair.
He does a little bit.
I'm not Fluffy Bunny Poo.
No, but I've got some behind me if you want to see some.
Where's the mattress?
Oh, throwback. Go on then, Joshua. What have you been doing this week?
I
Get
played a
rid
little
of the
bit.
mattress.
I'm in the living room now just because you mentioned the mattress last week, so I've moved completely. This week I've played more DayZ on that private server. I've played quite a bit more games for the rewards on Xbox for the quests and stuff like that, because for some reason I'm obsessed with doing them. So I've played Sniper Elite 4, Payday 2, Halo Master Chief Collection to get 50 kills online, but then I decided to play Reach all the way through as well anyway. Played a
Did
bit
you
more
reach your goal?
State. I did, yeah. I got Cortana to the Pillar of Autumn, James. Shut up. I played State of Decay a little bit, and then I've managed to get...
What a letdown that was.
What, State of Decay 2?
Yeah.
I State of Decay
I don't
2.
think it was a bad game. I just had one of those moments where somebody really critical
dying,
to my
losing.
party
Yeah.
died, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
That's
And then
what
never played
happened
it
to
again.
me. I got really far, and then someone that I really liked died, and I just didn't play it again. But I started playing it again a few months ago, and I've been back on that this week. But last night and the night before, I've been playing Minecraft for Windows 10. All them new achievements that I've not got.
Why for
So,
Windows
just-
10?
Because I went onto it and realised they've updated it from the Java version. Do I get a free version of Windows 10? Logged into my Mojang account. It's like, here you go, here's a code for Windows 10. Like, that's what I expected. So I started playing on Minecraft for Windows 10 for all my achievements.
It's fair.
And that's all I've done for the past 2 days now.
I replayed Firewatch start to finish on
yeah.
I think it was Friday. It was Friday Valentine's Day.
No. In fact, it might
yes.
have been.
Then
Yeah.
that's when I played Firewatch. That's how I spent my Valentine's Day.
I spent mine working.
But to be fair, like 5.5 hours on Firewatch, it's a really nice game to just sit and play through. I got it for like £2.50 or something on GOG,
That's not bad.
which I thought, for the sake of that, I'm going to play it again and just get GOG achievements and just play it
Yeah.
once on stream, rather than playing it again on Xbox when I'm not going to earn anything. I'll pay £2.50 and do some GOG stuff. Yeah, so I did that. I bought Division 2 for PC because I wanted it for PC anyway.
Yes, you have.
But that was on offer on Ubisoft for, it was
Have you
like
actually played that
£2.50.
yet?
Yeah, I played it last night on stream.
Alright.
And every time
I didn't
somebody
stick
said
around.
"Save what remains," I kept going "Save what remains" and pointing to the poster behind me.
I can't do that in here now. I'm not allowed posters up in the living room.
Well,
Right, yeah,
why did you
it's
move
your
to the-
house.
That's it. He's gonna move back to the other room next week, and then he's gonna be like, "I came back so I can have the posters."
I've got all my Lego down here though. It's cool Lego. It's not
Yeah, all right.
child Lego.
All right, Chris Evans.
It's the Hulk.
Is
You want to
it?
see?
It looks
You want
more
to
like
see
a-
Chris Evans?
that
You
more
want
like-
to see Chris Evans? Here he is.
That looked more like
The thing off. It
creeper.
looked like Gru.
no, it looked more like Creeper from Minecraft. Show the Creeper again,
So the creeper.
so that the people that aren't watching on the video are tempted to go watch the video. Look, see, they're identical. They might as well just
Yeah,
do
they
the
are,
same
basically.
thing.
It's like an evolved creeper.
What I want to do is get a bit of gunpowder and put it in him
Yeah.
and just see what happens.
But yeah, I played Division 2 again. It runs quite well on PC. But I thought while it was cheap, I'd get it and play it. So having fun playing through the
Yeah.
campaign on that again. But yeah, other than my usual ESO Guild Wars stuff, they're the main two. I can't think of anything else that I did. Oh, I did a little bit of Pokemon. And I mean a little bit as in, I've been putting off the final like the final battle for ages, thinking I don't want to do this because I don't want to finish the game, and then I went to do it, and then I realised I'm not strong enough to do this battle even if I wanted to. So I've got to go level up all my Pokemon so I can actually.
The game just got a whole lot longer for you then.
Yeah, I need to go level up basically. So that's been me basically. But yeah, that's that.
Nice.
Should we do some news, James?
Aye.
I don't think he's going to stop sailing yet.
Ah, that's fine.
I've just completed my voyage. I've just got to sell my stuff now.
Okay.
Should be done in time for the game.
I'm trying to work out how I can edit the sound in, because on the video it's going to be really weird.
What do you mean?
Well,
we need a little video intro for the game.
Video intro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we all do like, I don't know, weird like signs and stuff? Oh, that were Illuminati, that. Oh, let's not do that. We're not involved.
All right, then.
Welcome aboard, James. Ah, it's your name. Welcome aboard. You play Sea of Thieves. Completely unintentional. Right, news. Make noise, James.
News.
So, Ubisoft this week announced that
Ubisoft.
Rainbow Six Siege will be going to next gen. So they'll be remaking the game for Series X and PS5, which is interesting to know. But then again, it's one of those games as a service games where they just keep doing season passes.
It is, yeah. I was just gonna say they're just showing how dedicated they are to keeping it going.
Yeah,
Next
that
gen
shows
consoles.
that,
Screw it, we'll do it for that too.
Yep, that shows that their long-term plan is basically Siege when it comes to that. I'd be interested
Nothing
to see
but Siege.
how they all link together. Like if next gen players play with current gen players, or if they just play with each other. If it's cross-platform, if it links to PC players. Because nothing's going to change for PC players, and
No,
technically nothing's going to change for Xbox One and PS4 players. So I'll be interested to
That's
see.
a good point, actually, yeah, because it
how it
depends
all
on whether or
works.
not their servers
I
are
don't
going to
know
let them do it, or if PlayStation are going to let them do it.
PlayStation are definitely becoming more open to the cross-play.
It's not
thing,
even.
though, aren't they?
It's not even that really, because it's more of backwards compatible. Really, backwards compatible servers
Here you go.
is what they need.
It says Ubisoft plans to bring Rainbow Six Siege to PlayStation 5 and Xbox X, Series X, sorry, from launch day, and are also hopeful of delivering cross-play and cross-platform progression soon. So that's good in a way for me that owns it on more than one platform. However, it's shit because I've progressed loads of stuff on both. So how do they compensate me for things that I've done twice?
Sue them.
I'll
Why
sue
is it
them.
you two
Yeah.
both have a finger on your face?
Why are you
Should I start?
making visual...
My question is where are your fingers?
Yeah, my question is, why
They're
are you
Googling
making
the
visual
answers for the
cues?
quiz.
Why are you making visual cues? Our audio-only listeners, that's right, because they're listeners. They're not viewers, they're listeners. Won't understand what you're talking about, so stop being mean.
Yeah, Joshua. Stop chatting shit.
But at least people listening can hear me chatting shit. They can't hear your fingers on your face.
So stop referencing it then.
Can now.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it goes anyway. Like, I'm not...
It will, yeah.
It's not going to make me buy it on the next gen, because I'm just, if I ever play that game, I'm just going to play it on PC. But I'd be interested if they go down that Call of Duty route of cross-compatibility and cross-play and stuff. It'd be very interesting.
It would be good.
It would be good.
Very good.
Okay.
The next one's interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Are you ready, J-Tech?
I bet he just dismissed this and said it was a complete rumour, even though it's Bloomberg that published it. But basically, Bloomberg have published an article this week saying that there are estimations that the PS5 will probably retail for at least $470 when it launches. This is based on manufacturing estimates, which means that it's around $450 per unit to to actually put the thing together, and if the small margins that they put on the PS4 are anything to go by, then it'd mean that the price of a PS5 would be around $470, unless they get that manufacturing price down.
Which they probably won't, considering the manufacturers want to make money off of them too.
Yeah, there was an interesting quote from them as well. Oh no, sorry, I apologise. This isn't from Sony. This is from someone at Bloomberg. But it basically says consumers are going to benchmark their expectations based on the PS4 Pro and the PS4. If Sony prices above that, it would likely be to balance a need to offset higher material costs against risk to demand. And then basically Sony have just refused to comment on it when they've asked them. So
when do Sony comment on anything, really?
Never. They don't do anything in the public anymore, do they? They don't want anyone. They don't want anything to be done except through their own events. I'd be interested to see if there's still a reveal event this month, like we were saying. 24th of Feb, was it? We said.
How far away is that now?
Next week.
6 days. Yeah. 5 days.
So this time next week, we'll probably be reporting on the reveal. And JTech will be in humble pie because we were right and he was wrong.
He will, because this TKT podcast member will be messaging him.
I'm going to be very interested on if there is a reveal, what price point they put it at, if this information is correct, and also then as a consequence where the Xbox goes from Microsoft, because the thing that initially gave both consoles the leg up in each of the last two generations was the price point. Like, the Xbox 360 was a better price than the PS3, so it got an instant leg up. And then you got the same thing with PS4 versus Xbox One. You'd got people who were more brand loyal that would have gone for either no matter what, but a lot of people went PS4 over Xbox One because of the price.
Yeah,
and it didn't help that that Microsoft were forced bundling Kinects into Xbox Ones.
Yeah,
so
I didn't mind the Kinect.
I didn't.
Still got mine plugged in now.
But I can understand why people were pissed that they were spending like nearly £100 or $100, whatever, more on an Xbox just to get a Kinect bar when they didn't necessarily want it or feel like they needed it. I think that was Microsoft's biggest mistake last gen. Is that they went too hard with that side of tech. What they needed two versions of that console. One that did this is your one media center thing, if that's what they wanted to do, and one that was a more basic, just a console. And that's where Microsoft went wrong previous gen. So hopefully they'll not be that stupid this time round. But that's why I think it's Series X. That to me still sounds like there'll be more than one quite quick.
Yeah. They never do just make one console, though, do they? They always
no,
find ways to
but
improve
you usually wait in 12 months before a slim or a budget version comes out.
Well, yeah, that's Xbox tend to do 2 or 3 different versions per gen. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah,
there'll be a Pro and probably a Slim at some point.
Yeah,
which is when they'll get the manufacturing costs down and they'll start actually making money on them. But you see, that makes you wonder, I think, as well, like, PlayStation do have a giant market share, but it makes you wonder how much money they actually made with the margins being so low initially. Like, if they're only making $15 to $20 tops on a PlayStation 4, how long until that was actually profitable? Like, I know that, like selling 1 million PlayStation 4s is then consequently like $20 million because it's $20
it's still a lot
profit.
of money.
It's still a lot of money,
but it's money they've already spent coming back to them.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that why they're only making $20 million. They should potentially be making $50, $60, $70 million on a console launch.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You would appear to have paused on the video on my side, Thomas.
Oh well.
It
comes
is
from
a
my
brilliant
side.
face.
It
You can
comes
check your phone
I've
for
just
1
seen
second.
I've just seen it. Right. Any other
Very
comments on
very
that PlayStation thing?
Not really. No, I think it's just wait until next Tuesday or whenever it is for the reveal. Because if they don't tell us
Let
how
me just
much
see if
it
that
is,
event's still up for.
it should. I think it
It's the
is.
Sony Hall in New York. I'm pretty sure it was the 24th. Private events, no. Shows? Here we go. 24th closed for a private event still.
I'll have to
Oh,
wait and see till
the
then.
Harlem Gospel Choir are in the night before.
Why is someone singing about you?
Ah, that's why I made the comment.
I know. Yeah, I think we'll have a lot more to say about that next week because they might end up going higher. They might not. It might cost less than we think it does to actually make. They might have some damn good deal. You never know.
Like you can't say that what Bloomberg have got their hands on information wise is legit. Like, but
Yeah,
they're not exactly a bad source to go with as well.
No, they're definitely not. But unless you are working for Sony, for PlayStation, doing manufacturing and accounting, you're not gonna know unless you're in one of those roles.
Yeah,
because there's no way of knowing.
I saw something that's kind of related to this. It's kind of not. It's not really in the news, but it is kind of related to next gen. I saw an article from Nvidia saying that their next gen of laptops
are going to be more powerful.
More powerful than both the consoles.
I've seen that.
And they were like, they'll win the. It was long that I'm going to find it now, just quickly, just to point it out. But it was Nvidia. Nvidia say their new laptops will win the next console war. No, like that's quite funny.
They're not wrong. They most likely will be more powerful.
Here we go.
Nvidia, I don't doubt it.
Nvidia claims RTX laptops. This is from Tech Radar as well, so it's fairly reputable. Nvidia claims RTX laptops will beat PS5 and Xbox Series X to be the most popular games console. Oh, most popular. Sorry, not most powerful. But it probably will be more powerful.
Yeah.
Nvidia's CAO Jensen Huang had plenty to share at the company's Q4 earnings call, including a promise held by RTX graphics and ray tracing, and in particular GeForce toting gaming laptops. Our notebook business, as Colette mentioned earlier, has seen double-digit growth for 8 consecutive quarters, and this is unquestionably a new gaming category, like it's a new games console. This is going to be the largest game console in the world, I believe, and the reason for that is because there are more people with laptops than there are with any other device. They're just trying to trigger people there, aren't they? The question is, are you PC Master Race if you've got a laptop?
No, because you've not
It's a
got
personal
PC.
computer still. PC Master Race doesn't refer specifically to a desktop PC.
But it's also not a console, so they can't win
It's
a
also
console.
not a console, no.
Can't win a console.
But it will be more powerful, I would imagine. Most computers are. Look at James covering them labels.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome labels.
You just do it like this, James.
Like I'm keen to keep an eye on that. Like I don't think I'd ever go back to a laptop in terms of a gaming thing, just because it doesn't really suit me. But
I wouldn't mind one just for the space side of things. But if you buy your parts and make your own computer, you can make it as small as you actually want, can't you?
well, as long as it
all fits in your
do
case.
the right build, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not overstocking it and making it overheat. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Other news for today is Nintendo have tweeted about a Nintendo Direct for us it's tomorrow as the podcast goes out. It's today, so the 20th of February, and it's a 25-minute live stream, and it's specifically to do with the Animal Crossing New Horizons because it's due early March.
Yeah,
it's a few weeks away, isn't it? Realistically, Animal Crossing. So, it's a gameplay reveal of that. So I'm interested to watch that because Animal Crossing is a really good time waster.
You're an Animal Crossing fan, aren't you?
I've,
Did you actually play the mobile game that
I
came out?
I tried it, but I couldn't really get into the
I
app one.
did quite a lot on that.
Yeah.
It is a massive time waste.
It's weird. Like, I'm not like a massive fan of it or anything like that. It's more just it's more that I like those kind of games these days. Those like sort of management and resource kind of games, and like I don't know, simulator is the wrong word for it, isn't it? But like like city planning and resource management, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what it is to a degree, and it just looked good, the new one. So
it does.
I'm
Yeah, it does look
interested to
good.
see more.
I
I won't necessarily buy it at launch, but I'd consider it. Might get one of those like Nintendo tokens that you get where you get 2 games for like £70 or whatever it is instead of 90, and then use the other token on something else that's full price.
How long do they last? Are they permanent or do they have an expiry?
I think you've got to use them within 12 months, but you do get quite a long time to use them.
Then. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then just a very, very quick one. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is free for the next week on Epic Games. So if anyone is interested in that, I'm ready to download it once it goes free.
Me too.
I'm waiting on that. I downloaded Kingdom Come Deliverance this week off there.
I've
Epic have been doing.
in fact, no, I've not downloaded. I've done the purchase for it, but I've not installed it.
Yeah.
because
Sorry,
I've
that's what I
downloaded,
meant.
like,
Sorry,
5 or 6
I've claimed Kingdom Come Deliverance. But
just about everything on Epic Games I've claimed. I've got a right good library on there.
yeah, exactly.
It's massive.
Because they're trying to convert people in. Like,
Yeah.
they're just trying to
I've still not played any of them Epic. It's just giving me free games for if I do want to.
Exactly.
Like,
They
Darksiders,
stack up.
both 1 and 2 are on there, and I've got 3 on console.
It's always the same. Like, you basically just you're playing. You're claiming games just in case you ever want to play them, not because you actually want to.
Just a quick question. Do you know the skull boat on Sea of Thieves?
The skull boat.
The boat that you can see on the map that's like a skull.
Is it the ghost ship or the skeleton ship or whatever?
It's got a skeleton. It's like a red flag with a skeleton with an eye patch.
I still don't know what you mean, but carry on.
No.
Well, I can see it on the map, like going around, and I'm heading towards an island that it seems to be circling. I'm about to get fucked up.
If it's a moving boat with a red skull on it, as in when you look at the map, it's a red skull. It's somebody carrying a marauder's chest or whatever they're called. They're like special chests that you can see on the map. You know when you see those red and green firework things?
Oh my god, I'm being attacked! 2 seconds.
You know when you see them red and green firework things in the distance? They're they're high value chests. And if you go loot those from the shipwrecks that they're in, then you end up with that marker over your ship. So that is somebody carrying one of those chests if it's moving. Yeah. If it's still, it's either that they're docked up or that nobody's claimed it yet.
It's funny though, James. I'm just going to go dock and sell all my stuff, and then I'll be coming off it, and then
that's what he said.
10-15 minutes later, I'm just going to a new island, and I think I'm going to get fucked up by another boat.
Yeah, because that shit happens.
That's what it's like. It's an addictive game. It's an addictive game.
I think I'm sinking.
Speaking of games.
I was waiting for that.
So it is my game this week.
Yes.
The scores as they are at the minute are me on 2 wins, Joshua on none, James on 1. So it's all to play for, Joshua, in my game this week.
Yep.
For those of you who don't realise, we go head to head and take it in turns to host a game. And as I said before, it is my turn. So I have a game for these two, which I've called People or Places. It's not what I don't think it's what you think it is. I don't think it's what you think it is.
Folded again.
We'll see. You need to hold them like this, Joshua, so that everyone can see that you're not cheating and Googling. We all know James is not Googling because he's too busy getting stunk.
I'm panicking right now. I'm trying to empty my boat of water. Oh, no, I'm done. My boat is gone.
Right. Well, I'm going to explain my game and then we can play it. So, People or Places is based on a game I saw online, actually. I've sort of half stolen the concept, but I've redone it. So I have a list of games, and for those games, I have 2 people and 2 places.
Okay.
So you'll alternate, taking it in turns, and you get to choose people or places. And I'll give you the 2 people or the 2 places, depending on which you pick. And then you have to guess the game from those people or places. If you can't get it, you can then have the other category that you didn't pick first, but you'll only get 1 point then. So if you said, I'll have people, and then you get it right, you get 2 points. If you then have to fall back to the places, you only get 1 point. And if you guess wrong, it passes to the other person.
So you're allowed 1 guess.
So you're allowed 1 guess. And if you get it wrong, I will pass it to the other person. And then if they get it wrong, it'll come back. And we'll do the alternating backwards and forwards thing. But some on some of them, the people make it easier. On some of them, the places make it easier. So it's kind of potluck as to how easy it's going to be. Okay? Are you ready? Who's going first, by the way? Who's going first? Joshua?
I'll go first. Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Joshua, you're first. People or places?
People.
Edgar Ross and Bonnie McFarlane.
Oh, me knows it.
So what do I need to get here? Just the game?
The game. Some of them are like series and franchise. Some of them are a specific game.
So if I say Red Dead Redemption,
I'd accept
that's
Red
enough.
Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
yes, I would accept that.
It would be the first one with McFarlane, isn't it?
They're both in the second one as well.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah,
I believe.
Bonnie McFarlane's the woman you rescued at the beginning, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very beginning. Right, James, it's yours next. People or places?
So if I go people, I get 2 points.
No.
No.
If you get it on just one category of clues, you get 2 points. So if you said places and then got it right immediately, you'll get 2 points. If you have to fall back to the other one that you didn't say, then you'll only get 1 point. And if you don't get it at all, or if you guess wrong, I'll pass it to Joshua.
I'll go places.
Places, okay. Lindblom and Alexandria.
Oh.
I know that one. I know that one straight away.
Remember, I'd pass it if you get it wrong. So
I'm gonna say
I'm just gonna put this out there. If you get it wrong, I'll pass it to Joshua, so he has a chance to steal 2 points. You could sabotage him if you don't know by purposely taking the second clue. Then you might get it, and he'd only get 1 point if you don't. You see how there's logic to this game now. So if you get it wrong and it passes to him, he gets 2 points if you can get it off the first clue. Still,
I want to say this isn't my answer, but I want to say World of Warcraft because I'm sure
you get 1 guess. That was one of the rules.
I made it very clear that
was
not my guess.
He wants to say World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
but you reacted like you basically told him that it's not that.
I am going to go for that as my answer, but the reason being is because I swear I made a joke while you've been talking about it, saying that that's a place on Walking Dead. Because they go to Alexandria, because it's a camp. So I'm going to go World of Warcraft.
It's not.
It's not either of them.
It's not either of those things.
Do you want to know what it is, though, James?
Skyrim?
No. It's Final
Elder
Fantasy
Scrolls.
9.
It is. They are both Final Fantasy 9. So that's
Mother
2
pluckers.
points for Joshua. And it's Joshua's turn as well. 4-0. Joshua, people or places?
People.
Good places.
Dmitry Raskolov, Vladimir Glebov.
I know that name, that Glebov.
Call of Duty World at War.
It's not Call of Duty World at War. James, do you want a guess with just the people, or would you like
Dmitry
places
and Vladimir
as well?
are very Russian soldier names, so I'm just going with them.
Glebov is a name I know, but I'll take places.
To reduce it to 1 point with places, Francis International Airport and South Bohan.
Modern Warfare 2.
No. It goes back to Joshua for 1 point.
What were those two that you just said? I wasn't really listening.
So the people are Dmitry Raskolov and Vladimir Glebov, and the places are Francis International Airport and South Bohan.
It's just terminal, isn't it?
I intentionally tried to make this one a bit harder and a bit less obvious, but maybe I made it too hard.
I think you might have done, yeah.
Have a guess, Joshua. I think.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
It's
I'm just
going to put it out there. I'm not going to take the answer from you. I'm going to put it out there and just say it's not a Call of Duty game.
Okay then, well I'm fucked.
Glebov, I know that name.
Yeah, I do as well.
It's
It's
so
real
Well,
familiar.
he's Vladimir Glebov in the game in question. Hide that label, James.
Hide it, James!
He's known as just Vlad. Even.
Vlad.
Vladimir
Oh!
Glebov is Vlad.
I know it. Yep. I know
Are you
it.
gonna have a guess
I know
before
it.
I
Give him a
pass it to
timer.
him?
Give him a timer.
I'm saying it. I'm
It's
pushing
you
him,
do
don't
that,
worry.
don't help. Oh fuck me.
It's
Grand
done.
Theft Auto 4.
Oh, he got it.
Yes.
Nah, that's bullshit.
No, the
Too
end
right.
one, I was
We couldn't
thinking
see
about
Tom,
no.
we Googled it.
Too right, he got it when he had
I was
15
leaning
minutes to
forward. You
fucking
can't
answer.
see my hands if I'm leaning forward.
Google is trying to help me. That's how I Google.
Alexa, help me with this quiz.
things. No. Cheating.
To help with that question,
Okay.
Right. No Alexas either. Okay, so
Okay.
James, it's your turn. People or places?
People.
People. The Komodo brothers, who are called Joe and Mo.
Komodo brothers.
Yeah.
Places.
Insanity Beach and the Warp Room.
Crash.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, I will take. That's 1 point for you, which makes it 5-1. Joshua, people or
Yes.
places?
I'm gonna go places this time.
Cloud Kingdom and Toad Town.
Oh, that's easy.
Mario.
Yeah, I like
Which
that.
one?
No,
Which one?
I
There's
accept-
too many.
I
There's
accepted
so
Mario
many
and Denmark.
places with the same name on that.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
That's 2 points for Joshua, making it 7-1. James, people or places?
People.
People. Meg and Vanaka. Meg.
Meg's the one that confuses you.
Hang on, I'm gonna give you Meg's full name.
Yeah, that
1
would
second.
help.
I think I might know this one.
It's generally speaking, she's known as Meg, but her proper name is Megatha Christie.
Maybe I don't know.
Megatha Christie and who?
Vanaka.
Vanaka.
Mhm.
Places, please.
Ashdale and Varrock.
RuneScape.
Yes. 1 point for James.
Who the fuck are they?
For some
Meg.
reason, I was thinking
I went on
Mystic
the
Meg.
Right,
Mystic Meg.
I went on the
That's from a paper, James.
I went on the RuneScape wiki for characters, and these were 2 of the most popular. It said Meg, Megatha Christie, commonly known as Meg, is an aspiring adventurer who describes herself as the player's biggest fan. Meg can be found in the player's player-owned port in the southwest corner. Once a week, resetting on Wednesday at approximately midnight, Meg will ask the player for advice on how to deal with 3 situations, and so on and so forth.
Nope.
No?
I've never heard of that
She's
before.
got like a bandana on with love hearts.
Must be someone new that I've not got a clue about that.
And then Vanaka is also called the combat instructor on Tutorial Island.
Oh, yeah.
Slayer Master in RuneScape and so on. But you got it from the places, so that's fine. Okay, Joshua, it's your turn. People or places?
People.
People. Alec Trevelyan and Boris Grushenko.
I was hoping you said Johnson then.
I was as well. I was thinking Johnson.
What's
was
funny
I said
is
it.
when I typed Boris into this, it did actually try and put Johnson on the end of it.
Just say them again. I forgot what they are now.
Alec Trevelyan and Boris Grushenko.
Trevelyan's what seems to be. I'm gonna have to go for places as well because I don't know. But
Places are the satellite dish and the train.
that's helpful.
That is very
What are-
helpful. I'm sorry.
What are
But
the character names?
Alec Trevelyan
Alex- yeah.
and Boris Grushenko.
I know it.
Yeah.
So you need to get this one, Joshua, then, because if you get it wrong, it will pass to James.
Will that put him on 2 or 3 points then?
He'd be on 3 to your 7.
Okay, so I think I'm good if I let him have it then.
Okay, so you're going to pass it to you then, James.
I'm gonna have to. I can't even think.
Is
of
it
something to
GoldenEye?
say.
It is. It's GoldenEye
It is,
007.
yeah.
Correct. Good shout. And it's your turn next, James. So yours, people or places?
I'll go places. I seem to be having more luck with them.
Main Street and Club LOL. I don't think either of you will get this one, if I'm totally honest. I think this is a hard one.
Club LOL.
LOL as in LOL, laugh out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the lol dolls that you get in eggs that cost a fortune.
No.
Okay.
People.
Isabel and Tom Nook.
I have a guess, but I don't think I'm.
Animal Crossing.
Correct, it is Animal
Because it's
Crossing.
been in the news.
And it's been in the news as well. I didn't even think about that. James is getting
James
attacked.
just run aground.
Were you sailing somewhere during that?
No. I've got skeletons just running at me.
All right.
One with a barrel.
That makes it 7-4 to Joshua, and it's Joshua's turn. So Joshua,
Yes, it is.
people or places?
Places.
Masyaf and Damascus.
Assassin's Creed.
It is
1
Assassin's
specifically.
Creed. Specifically Assassin's Creed 1. That is 9-4 to you. James, people or places?
Yes. People.
Lilith and Mordecai.
Lilith and Mordecai.
They're very common names.
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
No, not
Mordecai.
Mordecai. Mordecai.
Places. Fuck it.
Places are New Haven and Firestone.
World of Warcraft.
It's not World of Warcraft. Joshua goes to you for a point.
I'm not entirely sure on this one.
We'll take a guess.
Completely honest.
Pass it back for 6 points.
Pass it back to 6 points.
Lilith and Mordecai. And what places? Firestone and...
Firestone and New Haven.
Darksiders.
Not Darksiders. Additional... Oh, go on, James.
Fallout.
It's not Fallout. I can see why you went that with New Haven. Do you know what's really, really weird? As I was writing both those place names, I thought, someone's going to guess Fallout.
I did.
And you did. Joshua, it comes back to you for a point. Have you got another guess?
Well, shit, another go. Lilith and Mordecai.
Then I'll give you another clue
and
once Joshua's had his go.
Firestone and New Haven.
I know it.
Have you worked it out?
Sea of Thieves.
It's not Sea of Thieves.
Go on then, James. For 1 point.
Some form of Elder Scrolls.
It's not Old School. I was going to give you an
God damn
extra
it.
clue as well.
Oh, what?
I did say I was going to give you an extra clue, and then you went,
Well,
I
I
know
didn't
it, so I'll let you
I
have
didn't,
it.
Oh.
I didn't technically. I said some
So
form of Elder Scrolls. So if I was you, I'd ask me for a more narrowed down
No,
answer.
because Elder Scrolls would have probably been an acceptable answer anyway.
Yeah, if it was an Elder Scrolls game.
So
I'd have accepted
don't
the
give me that
franchise.
clue, and I'll have another
Right.
guess. Then.
Okay, yeah, have another guess.
Is it? What's that game you've been playing?
Me? Firewatch?
Yeah.
It's not
Firewatch.
It's not Firewatch. It's not a
Just
Firewatch.
thought you were
else
going
you
to
been
trick
playing?
us.
Right. James, I'll give you an extra clue since you both had a few goes. Look at me. I'm dancing.
Borderlands.
Oh shit!
Borderlands. Yes, James.
New Haven.
New
The
Haven.
Dalaran of the
Firestone
Borderlands
is where you very first meet
universe.
Claptrap. Lilith is the siren. Mordecai
Yeah.
is whatever the snipery one's called. I've already forgot what that
Yeah.
class is called. And then Lilith and Mordecai both appear in Borderlands 2. But the places are specifically on Borderlands 1.
Fuck it now.
Whose was that? That was James's, wasn't it? So this goes to Joshua. People or places?
Laces.
Desolus and Mulgore.
Mulgore, I know that. Or do I?
That is World of Warcraft.
That is World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Box.
2
I'm
points
just
for
Desolus
Joshua.
is quite a common name.
I
for
went
places
for
and
2
things.
zones that are not really like people don't spend that much time in.
Yeah.
Me alone.
So
Like if you said Razorfen Downs, I'd know what you were.
yeah,
on
that's,
about.
I went for less obvious ones in case you were the one that got that question. So it's 11-5 to Joshua at the minute, but it's James's turn. James, people or places?
I'll go people.
Amy Rose and Miles Prower.
Sonic.
It is Sonic. Well done. That's 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Joshua. People or places?
Places.
I feel like I fucked up here and got not enough things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Have I missed one? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Just gonna have a drink while
9,
we wait.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha.
Who went first? Joshua.
Joshua did.
Me.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, it is right then. Sorry. I thought James went first for some reason. That's why I thought I'd got an odd number. Okay, Joshua, sorry. Did you say people or places?
Places, I think.
Places. The Ancient Isles, Old Salts Atoll.
Whoa, say that again.
The Ancient Isles and Old Salts Atoll.
People.
People.
Yeah.
Duke and Merrick.
Why don't I know this?
What?
Why don't I know this? This
Can it
seems
pass?
like really familiar. Sea of Thieves.
James, the problem is,
Woman,
that
is it?
now, yeah, it is. Now we're on
Oh, shit.
now we're on a visible thing where you can see each other. Reactions are noticed, and as soon as
both
you
the
start
times
going,
that you've
yeah,
giggled.
because you realise
But,
what it was.
Both times that you've sort of got excited and giggled a little bit, I've just guessed Sea of Thieves.
It's because I was literally. I'm looking at the map to try and find my thing. And as you said one of them, I literally went past it. And I was like,
Cheetah. Okay,
Stop
James, it's
playing
your
games,
turn.
everyone.
People or
Yes.
places?
people.
I think you better that you went people. 'Cause
Up.
the places is the hard one on this one, I think. Nikolai Belinsky and Frank Woods.
Black Ops.
It is indeed Black Ops. That's 2 points for you.
What are the
What were-
places out of
what- yeah,
interest?
what were
The
the
places
places
I
for
went
that?
with Havana and Vietnam. So I think you would have possibly worked it out
yeah.
from that, but you might have struggled.
Should have said favela.
So there's two left, like one each. So it's 9-12 to Joshua at the minute. So it's still all to play for, realistically. Joshua,
Places, please.
places is Mount Moon and Cerulean Cape.
Mount Moon.
It's Pokemon.
It is Pokemon, yeah. The
Mount
people
Moon's
for
on
reference are
Moonstones.
Lieutenant Surge and Blaine.
Yeah.
It's actually specifically is the original Pokemon games, red and
Yeah.
blue and whatever.
I can't remember where Cerulean is, but is it not just Cerulean?
Well, the
Forest?
Cerulean City as well, I think.
Yeah.
Cerulean Forest, Cerulean City, Cerulean Cape. I can't remember. I didn't look that far. I was just looking at random place names. Anyway, James, your last one. This is for honour because sadly this will make it 11-14 if you get it.
I don't like
What, the
For
game's for honor? Well, don't give an answer.
People or places.
Let's go both.
No,
it's
go
not
on,
people.
go on, James. I've got faith in you if you go for one of them.
Which one?
Either. Just go for one of them. People. Willis, Huntlery. I can't
Die Hard. Bruce
Willis
yeah.
Huntlery. I think I've written that down wrong. Huntlery. And the other one is Herc. So let me just check Willis's name and make sure I've got the surname right.
I don't think a surname will help me with that.
Sorry,
James,
it should
it's
be
Hercules.
Willis Huntley, and I've typed it wrong. I've got an R in there somehow.
James,
So,
it's Hercules.
Willis Huntley and Herc.
Hercules, James. Herc.
Shut up. Places, please.
Rook Islands and Badtown.
Rook Islands.
Come on, James.
Bad Town.
Oh,
Joshua
Is
doesn't
it
even
Far
know it.
Cry?
It is Far Cry, Joshua.
Which Far Cry?
Well,
Four.
Willis, Huntley, and Herc are in 3, 4, and 5, according to the
Okay, then.
Wikipedia. And
Oh,
then,
Willis is the CIA guy, isn't it?
Yep. And then Rook Islands and Badtown, I think, are from 3. But they might be in some of the others as well, I don't know. But I think
I've never really paid attention to places on that.
Because you said that he should get it.
That's the only reason you
immediately
did.
thought Far Cry.
So you didn't
I didn't
even
need to
know,
hear
Jim.
anything
You
else.
didn't even know. So on that note, Joshua wins 15-9.
Don't
quite
get
a big
excited.
gap,
You got
that.
1 point, you pleb.
So have you, you pleb.
Yeah, but before you. This is your 3rd attempt.
do you remember, James, when we said this is the only time you'd lead after you won the first game of the year? It's proving true. It's now 2-1-1. So I'm on 2 wins. Joshua is now
I'm
on
going to
1.
make one next week that Thomas can win and James can't.
And yeah, it's
Where
James
are the
on 1.
Eastern Plague Lands located?
The
World
east
of
of the
Warcraft.
playland. Yeah! Ding, 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 ding.
See, when you throw
I
questions
might-
like that at me, I'll just guess World of Warcraft.
I might just do. I've made my game right now. Warcraft or not, and then Thomas's version. RuneScape or not. Is it something from RuneScape or not?
You-
Is it something from Warcraft or
That-
not? That's my game next
That
week.
is a good idea for a game, though, to be fair. To be
Let's see how I can
specific
fuck
to
it
us.
up.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do one for Joshua,
See?
footballer or not.
See, here we go. Joshua King, excellent ideas, usually
Piss
terrible
tech.
execution.
Footballer or not.
What?
Piss tech, footballer or not.
No.
He is.
He is. He is.
Piss tech.
James
So
pronounced.
you said you put
Yeah.
an H in it then, dickhead.
Yeah, the correct
No,
name
dude,
is.
there's no H in it.
You said Pishtek.
It is
second.
Piss
You
What a
said
piss
piss
tech.
Anyway, it's time for that last part of the show.
It is.
Incoming!
Which one of you is doing these this week?
James can, 'cause he's barely looked at his screen entire time through podcast.
Give me a sec then. I'll get it up on my phone.
Is that even loaded document?
Yeah, I've got it on other tab on my laptop. I'm just sailing a boat at the same time. Right, so it was just general stuff, wasn't it, this week?
Yeah, just usual.
Yeah.
Usual.
Deja and Tender will now Will Hodkin
Just Will, please.
Just will.
says, why are Wednesdays so depressing to support, Tom? Just why?
Don't even fucking start.
Wrong podcast, bro.
Ask James from Football Foundry. Wrong podcast.
Yeah.
This is either an episode of Rants or Football Foundry that's going to get discussed on, but not this show. Because Wednesday is shit right now. Absolute shit.
The other side of Sheffield's doing alright, though.
Do you know what? This is completely off topic because this is obviously a football thing and not a gaming thing, but I'm actually proud that one team in Sheffield can actually win a fucking game of football and is pushing as high up that league table as they are.
Yeah,
Because
could get Champions League football.
honestly, rivalry aside, to have one of the teams doing well is better than neither. Even if it is you lot that's doing it.
Stuck
and
in
not us.
League One and stuck in Championship. It ain't
Exactly,
really,
exactly.
idea.
Absolute wank. So, I'm proud that one team's doing it at least.
Nick Earl says, Joshua, can you feel that? Yes.
Depends on what.
That's right. Squeeze a bit. Thomas and James should be hearing a... Oh, shit. Should be hearing a pop noise any second now. Joshua's spawned a red-hot apple. Enjoy.
Oh, 1 minute.
He's got to get I'll be back.
If he actually brings back an apple,
Going to go get an apple.
that'll be top-class banter if he goes to get an apple. If he comes back with
Do you know
anything
what?
else...
Do you know what would have been more
he's gay.
entertaining? What would have been more entertaining is if he happened to have an apple on his desk, or he had read the comment in advance and chosen to have an apple prepared. That would have been better.
Told you.
That's green!
Yeah, it's green.
I told you. It's a red hot apple. It's really hot to touch. I can't show you that. But my power was specifically if they are in the fridge and I can get into the kitchen on my own and get them without anyone else
Is it like a magical thing that you got going on? Because I really fancy a cream egg if you've got one.
I can't do it with cream eggs.
Okay.
They're a branded product. I can't.
Stop
They
naming
don't have to
brands.
Anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that strangeness, Nick. Did W2008 Paul Carter of the Paul Posse?
Hi, Paul.
Hi, pal.
What games would you like to see added to Game Pass and why?
Oh,
Good question. Mortal Kombat 11, because 10's been on there twice now on 2 separate occasions, and I'm just waiting for 11 to come on there.
I don't know.
Every single Microsoft exclusive, all at the same time, and not get added in on the 100 limit. Just like, here's
Is that how it
100
works?
games.
Is it a 100 limit?
Yeah, it's
I
100
believe
game
there's
limit.
100 at a time, yeah. So they take stuff off and put stuff on.
I know they do.
What
I know they
should-
cycle games, but I didn't realise it was because there was a 100
But
limit.
what they should do is they should have your Microsoft exclusives, and then 100 games.
That'd be a lot, though.
It would be a lot, but
Yeah,
it
that
should
would be
be
good,
like
though.
that.
Hmm.
Because they are trying to include all the new ones on the Game Pass, and they never
don't-
seem to leave. Like Sea of Thieves has been on there since
I
it came
feel
out.
like I'd like more like flight simulator type games. You know, just like pointless shitty games that you.
I
Can...
thought the new Flight Sim was going on Game Pass.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm
Like,
pretty
maybe
sure
we
it
It's
was.
I can't wait.
Maybe we should find a gaming podcast to listen to that might tell us some more about that.
I don't know. I really don't know.
The other one
I'd
right
like.
now.
Do you know what? I'd like to see more of the titles that are on it for Xbox be available on PC Game Pass.
That yeah.
That's what I'd like.
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest, that's a very biased opinion because obviously I've been playing a lot more on PC than I have on Xbox. But it'd be nice to be able to get some of the games that are available on PC but aren't on the PC Game Pass on it. And I think that is just because of like legalities to do with Steam and stuff like that. I think more than likely.
There is that, but the other thing is there's some games that are on both but aren't Xbox or Microsoft owned. So
Yeah, but-
they don't cross saves at all.
Yeah, I don't mind
And-
the cross saving bit. Doesn't bother me. It's more
It
the
bothers me at minute.
the ability to be able to play it on PC because I'd like to be able to play stuff on PC because as much as I've got a capture card and stuff for Xbox and PlayStation 4 and Switch, it's just a lot easier to play a game on PC and stream it
Yeah.
from my
Well,
perspective.
There was an update for Dead Cells because a new DLC came out on the 11th, and that update made the game on the PC version of the Game Pass version unplayable for everyone until today, and now I've lost all my saves.
Decent. That's
I've
a
got
sign
my
of a
saves
sign.
on the Xbox, which are completely separate, but further behind than what I was. And now I've got to start all over again on PC, so I'm waiting for payday to come, and I'm just going to buy it on Steam.
What are your mates called, James?
What?
Go on.
Of compulsion.
Compulsion.
Pricks.
That sounds like a compulsion thing.
Yeah.
That.
That's why
It
I
wasn't-
reacted the way that I did.
It wasn't
Sounds
the
like a quality
developer's
game.
It's either
fault by the
that-
sounds of things.
That is like a compulsion slash
Yeah.
BioWare thing.
Yeah, the
Not BioWare. Oh yeah, it was BioWare, was it? It was BioWare that killed
Yeah.
all the Xboxes with and PlayStations with.
Yeah,
with
I'm a
Anthem.
fucking victim of that shite. You know?
yeah, it was just a crappy update that meant it couldn't launch on the PC, and then them fixing it has obviously fucked my save. I don't know what's happened to it because I've gone into files, and because Game Pass saves everything in fucking computer speak with fucking brackets and everything all over fucking file names, you can't find anything
in
properly.
computer speak.
Seriously, no. You know when you've got a file that is just a bunch of fucking symbols because the computer's made it for no reason. It's just made up of them. So your game save files aren't saved like a normal game on your PC. They're saved in fucking app data and stuff like that. You've got to go digging for them. And there's no save files anymore. They're just gone. Really pissed me off.
Joshua,
want a
actually,
cookie?
you can see the actual anger in Joshua's face.
Oh,
I'm just looking at it.
This happened just before I went out before coming back to do the podcast. and I was really fucking pissed off. Like, really fucking pissed off.
Well,
I've calmed down a bit now, though, but I'm now got to go back on Dead Cells on PC and play a lot of it. So I just wish the Game Pass on the PC would be a much easier. Your games are saved here. Your save games are here. You can go wherever you want to then change them or move the file locations. Because at the moment, it's not possible to do that. And everyone's complaining about it on Reddit, along with me now.
oh, Josh was taking to Reddit, James.
Uh-oh.
The best part is, yesterday I actually reported the game to Microsoft, got a response saying, yes, we'll get this sorted, and the next day it's sorted. That's weird. And then they've deleted my saves, the cunt. I mean, bad people. Very bad people.
That word is forbidden.
It's too late, you've said it. I'm going to have to actually bleep that if we put this on YouTube.
Yes, you will.
I don't think you're allowed to say that on YouTube.
It's a naughty word.
You apples!
Yeah, there you go.
Better.
One thing I'll quickly mention that I forgot to put in the news that random talk about Game Pass has reminded me. We were talking about xCloud because you'd been using it the other day,
yes,
and I was saying, does it
and
work on
video
an iPhone? And I was playing around trying to get Game Pass on my iPhone.
Yeah.
Literally the morning after we talked about that and put an episode out, the notification on email came through of xCloud trials are now available on iPhone. Not a chance to try it yet, but if anyone was interested based on that conversation we had last week, it should now be available on iPhones as well, so you should be able to get involved if you want to. I think
we do have a magical gift, don't we, really?
Yeah, I think that
it just makes me wonder
talk about more things that we want to happen, and then they'll happen.
If 2042 really happens, James is going to be the leader.
It's going to be so much fun if that ends up happening. 100%.
What date in 2042 is it due to happen?
There's no set
James?
date yet. There's no release date.
Oh, great. So it's going to get postponed.
It's going to get postponed. It's in 2043 because it'll get...
Fucking hell, we've had no delay news this week. We've not mentioned delays until now.
That's because there was nothing due to come out.
That's true.
So, yeah,
Assassin's Creed is delayed being free.
Yeah. That is it for this week, though. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. If you'd like to follow us online, we are on Twitter, which is _king_thing.
Twitter.
We're on Facebook. By
Facebook.
That King Thing. We are online at thatkingthing.com, where you can find links to our Discord server, our Patreon, and plenty of places that you can listen to the podcast. That's it.
That's it.
Thank you very much for joining us for episode 196.
Thank you very much.
Four more to go.
4 more to go, as Joshua's pointed out. Then that's
What
it.
do you mean 4 more to go?
And that's it. It's the birthday and 200th.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with
Episode 197.
With some more shit.
more. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Bye, everyone. Thanks, my apple, Nick.
Fucking weirdo.